What's happening, my people? Welcome to Abdi Malik Reacts. Welcome. So, today we're going to be checking out a new nasheed. Well, the nasheed is new to me, but it's not new. It's from the album The Bridge by my brother, your brother, Ibby. Okay, I had no idea he dropped an album. I mean, he dropped it some time ago and I was not aware. It's probably because I've not been active on Instagram. So, yeah, that's gonna change. So definitely follow me. I'm gonna have to change that. I need to be more active on Instagram and all this other social media. But with that being said, today we're gonna be checking out one of his songs, nasheeds, from his album The Bridge. So this is what we're gonna be checking out. There's no video to this really, so it's just gonna be the audio. I apologize, but hey, we gotta check it out. Okay, so yeah, that's what we're gonna be checking out, titled The Bridge. I love the album cover, mashallah. Ibby official. This one is titled The Purpose. Okay, let's go. We're gonna be checking out all the other songs in separate videos, inshallah. The other thing, I'll stop talking. I promise you. After this one, I'll stop talking. The other thing is this brother. He spits out fire, like not literal fire, obviously, but you know what I mean, right? So you gotta pay attention to his words because he also goes fast. That's just his style. So yeah, let's go. Bismillah. Ooh, I love the background vocals. Incredible. Really sets the mood for it. Purpose.
Don't forget your purpose here. Let your deen please surface here. If you're scared of death, then prep now. Choose say you gotta verse your fear. You can lose yourself when you lose your deen. Trust me, I've been there, man, what I seen. I was blaming A and B, but really the problem's straight in me. Don't feel too deep in a sin. I was 10 years deep in that. Still I found my deen creeping back. You know that's one thing to keep intact. Feeling that, believing that will change your way on achieving that. I promise you, the step to Allah would always astonish you. We have a guide on how to live life and store for prey to the misguide.
This is why I love this brother. Like, in couple of words, it just hits deep. Like, we are always blaming other people, and it's like the second you realize that the problem is within, that's when it's like, hey, on the day of judgment, when I'm standing in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I can't say I didn't pray because of that person. I can't say I didn't do this because of that person. It's me and what I did. I'm sorry for getting emotional just because of that, but just think about it, okay? If you choose to not practice your deen right now because of this person, because of that person, on the day of judgment, all that's not gonna matter. It's gonna be all nafsi. Like, everyone is gonna be worried about their own life. The only individual who's not gonna be worried just about themselves is the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So in this life, even if people wrong you, even if people try to put you like off your deen, at the end of the day, it's you. You can at least do whatever you can to get yourself out of the environment that's causing you to not be on your deen. And I love that line about how your deen is always going to creep back. Like, no matter what you go through, as long as you do your best to keep up with it, like, eventually, deep inside, you know you're a Muslim. And even if you're involved in sins right now, eventually you're going to... It's deep, wallahi. Like, you can't just listen to this mindlessly. You gotta give your attention and just... That's when it hits you. Like, okay, I'm gonna rewind and I'll stop. I promise you, I'll stop. I'll stop pausing until the end.
Don't forget your purpose here. Let your deen please surface here. If you're scared of death, then prep now. Choose say you gotta verse your fear. You can lose yourself when you lose your deen. Trust me, I've been there, man, what I seen. I was blaming A and B, but really the problem's straight in me. Don't feel...
Yes. Look within.
too deep in a sin. I was 10 years deep in that. Still I found my deen creeping back. You know that's one thing to keep intact. Feeling that, believing that will change your way on achieving that. I promise you, the step to Allah would always astonish you. We have a guide on how to live life and store for prey to the misguide. It doesn't get any more easy. God showed us the right path in 3D. God showed us the right path in 4D. Why do we fix our deen at 40? There's no such thing as young anymore. You can die right now, don't get complacent. In the past 2 years, I lost 4 family members. What an occasion. Lost my friend, he was just 18.
That hits deep, wallahi. Like, it doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. We're here today, tomorrow we could be gone. Like, that's just life. My grandmother recently passed away. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy on her. And just seeing her take her last breath hit, just something in me just woke up. Like, it just makes you realize, like, that is your end. Like, that's something that awaits every single one of us. And if you don't take your deen serious right now, it's like, who guaranteed that you're going to be here tomorrow? But a lot of us youngsters have this mindset of like, oh, I'll practice and become like the best Muslim you can ever think of when I get to this place, when I graduate, when I get married, when I have a kid, when I travel this, when I do this, who guaranteed you that? And I know I broke the promise of not pausing the video, but I'm sorry. What's the point of just, if you want to watch the video by itself without me talking over it, please, I will put the link in the description. Go just go listen yourself. Okay? I'm sorry.
Tell me, did he see death come? Tell me, did he wake up thinking of death? Or did he think he's young? Only Allah knows best, but I'm telling you now, there's no time for rest. We get so trapped up in this cycle. Work, we don't think about God. Well done, you fooled yourself, because without God, you wouldn't have that job. Did your boss pay you or did God pay you? Change your mindset, I'm stating
Did God pay you or did... And you wouldn't have that job without Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You wouldn't have anything without Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is madness, mashallah.
Mine here, no fingers shaking mine here, cause I know that my Lord is right beside here. Know that my Lord is right beside me. Don't think no sin here might define me. There's not one time Allah denied me, so I gotta keep faith, man. The shaitan tried me. Gotta stay grateful. How can I crumble? People of Palestine, look at the struggles. Over here, yeah, we can blow bubbles. Over there, yeah, they can show rubble. 2 different sides, but we think we've got problems. We ain't got problems. They'd swap lives in a flash, no problem. 2 different sides, but we think we've got problems. We ain't got problems. They'd swap lives in a flash, no problem. Don't forget your purpose here. Let your deen please surface here. If you're scared of death, then prep now. True say you gotta verse your fear. You can lose yourself when you lose your deen. Trust me, I've been there, man, what I've seen. I was blaming A and B, but really the problem's straight in me. Don't feel too deep in a sin. I was 10 years deep in that. Still I found my deen creeping back. You know that's one thing to keep intact. Feeling that, believing that will change your way on achieving that. I promise you, the step to Allah would always astonish you.
MashaAllah.
I promise you, the step to Allah.
Until I get a button that says MashaAllah or something along that line, or Takbir Allah Akbar, we're gonna do this, okay? Incredible. Mind blown. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Thank you for letting me know that he had an album. Incredible. I love it. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please consider subscribing to the channel and giving this video a thumbs up. And we're going to be checking out the other songs in this I keep saying songs, I'm sorry. The other nasheeds in this album, The Bridge by my brother, your brother Ibby. With that being said, Assalamu alaikum. MashaAllah.
Surface here. If you're scared of death, then prep now. True say you gotta verse your fear. You can lose yourself when you lose your deen. Trust me, I've been there, man, what I've seen. I was blaming A and B, but really the problem's straight in me. Don't feel too deep in a sin.